Howdy, folks. I'm Wasey Anderson, your Pro Rodeo Canada insider, and I'm back with the latest episode of our 2023 season leader profiles. And today we got the steer wrestling season leader, Dalton Massey. Dalton, you won over $30,000 in the season in just 18 rodeos. If you could use one word to describe your season in Canada, what would it be and why?
It was great. I started off a little bit slow. Went to Wainwright and Annisvale and a couple others, and didn't win a whole lot. And then I guess I got the ball rolling and started winning, and then went to Pinoca and won it. And yeah, the rest is history, I guess.
Well, and this is your first season up in Canada, kind of rodeoing pretty hard. What led to the decision to come up here and kind of chase both the CFR and obviously the NFR?
Yeah, I'd been up to Canada just to a couple rodeos. The last couple of years I went to Pinoca and Strathmore and Armstrong, but no, I got the opportunity to ride Tanner's horse, Eddie, and so those obviously I was rodeoing with Tanner and Steven and Ryan Shuckberg, and so they're obviously going up to Canada every weekend, and I got in the rig and hopped in with them, and yeah, they showed me the ropes, and it was a lot different going up there and rodeoing with those guys. It was a lot funner. I'd in the past I'd went up there and I'd enjoyed the rodeos, but being around those guys and getting to know everybody up there and seeing the country, it was awesome this year.
Well, how important is it to have the access to that horsepower? I know you got Tyson that the Crasties have, you got Tanner Milan's horse Eddie, and you mentioned Stephen Collins' horse Buck before we jumped on here. How much easier road does it make rodeoing up here having access to these great horses?
Oh, it's everything. Yeah, I mean, I could haul his horse up there and go, I guess, but with Tanner letting me ride Eddie and Steven having Buck there whenever we need him, it just makes it so much easier, and and just going to those rodeos with those guys, it's no different than rodeoing back home. Feeling, before going up north was always kind of, I mean, I guess it's not that much different up there. Obviously they're a little bit, they act like it is when you get to the border, but other than that, it's same kind of guys and people.
So not only did you win the season leader in the Pro Rodeo Canada, you also picked up first in the world in the PRCA. Talk a bit about your season as a whole. That's a huge accomplishment.
Yeah, well, that was the other thing. I won Houston this spring, and so that put me in a position where I didn't have to worry about winning down here in the States to make the NFR, which was my goal this year. So after that, and then getting in with those guys, it was like, heck yeah, what a good opportunity to try to make the Canadian finals and have an opportunity to go up to Red Deer and compete for a Canadian title. And
Well, and it's shaping up to be a pretty interesting race. There's only about $300 separating you and Scott Gunther, last year's champion. What it's going to be a dogfight when we get to Red Deer.
yeah, no, it's going to be tough. I'm very excited to get up there and compete. I've got my circuit finals this week, and then yeah, I'll get to practice a few more times here at home, and me and my wife are going to drive up there, and yeah, I'm very excited to go up there to Red Deer. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So what are some of the things you're looking forward to about coming up to Red Deer for the first time and your first Canadian finals?
I mean, I guess the money, obviously, it's going to pay good. That's a big part, but it's going to be I mean, kind of, I mean, not to take anything away from it, but it's going to be a little bit of a warm up for the NFR. Getting to go up there and compete 6 rounds in a row behind a barrier for 10,000 a night. The I don't know. I'm just excited. I've enjoyed all the Canadian rodeos. I really have. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Speaking of Canadian rodeos, I asked you this before we jumped on. What has been your favorite rodeo of the year after spending a full season rodeoing in Canada?
I guess I'd have to say Pinoca, not just because I won it, but I enjoy, the cowboy setup there where them cattle are out in front of you, and you got time to kind of rate and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. You're going full speed when you hit the horns.
Well, we really appreciate the time today, Dalton, and congratulations on a great season. Stay tuned for more of our season leader profiles as we get closer to CFR Red Deer, and we'll see you in a few weeks. Thanks, Dalton.
Thanks for having me.